Orokoto. So this is Morgan, and I made this video to help you learn some more about animal cells. So by the end of this, you should be able to name 7 structures that are in animal cells and identify those structures. And then you've got the opportunity to create your own. So, cells. What is a cell? So you can think of a cell as the building blocks of life. So all living things are composed of cells, are made up of cells. So I've got a photo here of levels of organization. So cell, we've just got one cell. If you get a bunch of cells together, then that makes a tissue. So here, this is part of stomach tissue. And then the tissue makes up an organ, which is the stomach here. The organ makes up an organ system, so the stomach's part of the digestive system, and then the digestive system is part of an organism, in this case, a human. So we'll move on. Animal cell organelles. So there are 7 organelles that we are going to be looking at. So it's the cell membrane, the nucleus, the cytoplasm, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, or ER, ribosomes, and the Golgi body. So you can see those in this drawing of an animal cell here. So you've got the cytoplasm, which is just this bit on the inside, and then the cell membrane is the yellow bit around the outside. This is the mitochondria, the nucleus, the endoplasmic reticulum, or ER, and the Golgi body and ribosome. So these are some real photos of what animal cells look like under a microscope. In this first one, you should be able to see 3 organelles pretty easily. So we've got the nucleus, and then the cytoplasm, and the cell membrane, which is this bit around the outside. And then in this photo here, you can see a lot more. So this is the mitochondria. There's a bunch of them all throughout. The nucleus is quite obvious, pretty easy to see. And then you've got the Golgi body here, and then the cell membrane, which is just all along the outside of the cell. So we will move on and talk about these 7 parts individually. The cell membrane, so it's a thin, flexible layer around the cell. It's semi-permeable, so it only allows for the passage of certain substances. So it's just this bit around the outside, and this is just a zoomed-in version of what one looks like, in case you're curious. So you can think of the cell membrane as border patrol. Now we'll go on to the next one. So nucleus is the control center of the cell. It contains DNA. So you can think of this as the city council. So it controls everything that goes on in the cell. So we've got it here in this photo. It's this purple bit, purple ball looking thing. And then this is just like a zoomed in version of a nucleus. Alright, so now we've got the cytoplasm. It's a jelly-like fluid in which cell organelles are embedded. A lot of reactions occur in the cytoplasm, and it's a medium where things can be transported inside the cell as well. So the cytoplasm is what's colored in blue in this photo, and then you can see it. It's the whitish looking bit in this photo. And you can also make out the nucleus and the cell membrane as well. So you can think of the cytoplasm as the ground that a city was built on. Alright, so next is the mitochondria. It's the site of respiration. So glucose, so it's like a sugar, is broken down and produces ATP. ATP is an energy currency. CO2, so that's carbon dioxide, we breathe that out. And then H2O, you probably know, is water. So mitochondria, they're referred to as the powerhouse of the cell. You can think of them as the power plant in a city. So we've got, you can see 3 of them here in this drawing. And then this is an actual photo of a mitochondria in a cell. Okay, so next we have the endoplasmic reticulum, or the ER. So that's the endoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum, or ER. So it's a network of membranes, runs throughout the cytoplasm. It can function as a transport system. So I like to think of the ER as the couriers. So the ER transports stuff. So, and then we've got a zoomed in photo of it here. And then we have our ribosomes. So ribosomes, they make protein. They can attach to the ER or be free floating in the cytoplasm. So in this drawing here, you can see little blue dots. So those are ones in the cytoplasm, and then there's some also attached to the ER here. So you can think of ribosomes as a factory. Right, and then lastly we've got the Golgi Body. So Golgi Body modifies, sorts, and packages proteins from the ER for transport inside the cell and then also out of the cell. So I like to think of the Golgi Body as a potion. So it helps to package proteins up so that they can be transported. So this is a drawing of one in a cell, and then we have an actual photo of one just down here. Alright, so that is the 7 animal cell organelles that you need to know. So cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, and the Golgi body. Thanks for watching.